Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot and we are back playing the greatest game in the world. It's Jurassic Park Operation Genesis Season 4 for 2015 on the channel. And I just want to say a few things quickly about the series. We're going to take our time a little bit more this year maybe. We're going to interact with the dinosaurs a little bit more, maybe rejig the park as we go along. Just so the series lasts a bit longer, you know, so we can really get our teeth into it and really enjoy the game for what it is, which is my favourite game of all time, and I know the favourite game of many of you on the channel as well. I'm going to try to explain some of the basics of Operation Genesis for those of you who may have joined us on the channel newly in the past sort of 8 months or so. Maybe you haven't seen the past seasons we've done of the game. This is now it's a channel tradition. In a new year, we play Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. So I'm going to try to explain what I'm doing a little bit more than I maybe usually would do, at least for the first few episodes. What else? We're using 3 mods primarily. We're using DJE because DJE makes the game look beautiful and I can't believe people play it without using DJE. We're going to use PMEP, which we did use last year as well, just because it's a basic, good way to modify the behaviour of the dinosaurs. But our new mod for this year is a mod called The Forgotten, which adds, I think, about 14 new species of dinosaur to the game, which is quite a good number, and it's going to add a lot of dinosaurs we really haven't used before, but it's also going to mess with textures and stuff, and we're going to see the dinosaurs in a somewhat new light, which is pretty exciting. The last thing I need to say, PMEP is currently in development, like a version 2 is coming out, and if it's not backwards compatible, as in if I can't install PMEP 2 over my already existing files and stuff and carry on the series, what we're going to do is basically just finish our first park and then make another and keep going, because why the hell not? I love this game.
Hello.
Okay.
My name is John Hammond and I am in charge of InGen, the company that you now work for. Your job is quite simple really. Build a pack, create dinosaurs and entertain people. Of course, we'll be keeping an eye on you as well. We'll watch your pack rating and give you feedback on your performance. But in the end, the success or failure of Jurassic Park, it's all up to you.
Cheers, Mr. Hammond. Cheers, Mr. Hammond. Right, so we're just trying to find a nice starting park. I like a nice mix of mountains, and I want to get a feel for what we'd want to build in the park, you know? I don't mind that. We've got this nice little region over here, so I'm already thinking sort of Spinosaurus exhibit over in that corner. I think it might be a bit too wet, unfortunately. That is what he said, but let's leave that alone. Let's up the shape a little bit, knock the rivers down a little bit, knock the mountains down a little bit. This is important. It just is. Oh, we're not shaped down a little bit. I don't want it to be too square, you know? We don't want a square, we want a cool park, not a square park. Get it? Get it? Oh, I'm so sorry. Tell you what, that'll do, because I like the idea of building the entrance on this little peninsula we see just where my mouse is right now, bottom right corner now. It's always nice to have just a little theme for the park, or at least an idea. Last year when we did this, what we did was we built from the centre outwards, and we split the map into 4 quadrants, which was pretty cool as well. Boop, there's my peninsula, I think. Yes, it is. Oh, it looks like a dinosaur, sort of-ish. Well, no, I don't know. I don't want to talk about what that looks like. We may have to edit that slightly in the future. Anyways, as you can see, we are using DJE, that's why the sky is super duper bright, but we are also using some custom sky textures and a new grass texture this year, which I think looks a lot better. It's a lot less green. Last year was very overly green. This year's quite a bit more realistic. It looks fantastic, particularly when zoomed in, and the dinosaurs are gonna look great in it. Let's get started, really. Don't know what else to... Why not? I'm so excited. Ah, it's such a good game. It's crazy good. It's the best game in the world. If anyone does have any questions, feel free to ask them. Like I said, I'm going to try to explain a little bit more as we go along. If you are looking to mod the game, I do have a video up somewhere on the channel. God knows where at this point. But there is a video up somewhere that basically tells you exactly how to mod the game, how to install many of the mods that I do use, particularly DJE, which I think is pretty much necessary these days. And one of the mods I'm using has actually added something new. If we look here, look, it's got a tombstone. I don't know why I'd want a tombstone, but if I ever wanted a tombstone, now I can add one. What should we do? As per usual, let's just go ahead and start with amenities. And we need to kind of decide what we're going to do. We need to figure out where the first bit of the park is. I'm thinking just like a pretty central path, and it'll kind of curve. I wish it could actually curve, that'd be nice. Down in that direction with exhibits at either side, and then you'll get into the main park. And maybe we'll put like a gate here. Not that way. Sorry, where'd that gate be? Yeah, about there. So we'll put a gate, well, a fence, across this region here, and kind of separate it into two regions of the park, because this is like our opening peninsula. Maybe this is where the kids go. The kids want to hang out and see the park, but they're not ready for the big wide open spaces down here. They just chill out here. Plus it's an added security measure. I'm going to stop talking and stop building things. Let's get some stuff done. So let's get off initial amenities first. I think we can build the first exhibit here, and that'll work pretty well. And then this will go up and curve to the right hand side of it, and we can probably put something there as well. So we're going to put our amenities over here to the left, as soon as I keep remembering the right buttons to press. Splendid. Do I want to pull that out? Maybe I do actually. My love for this game just cannot be overstated. I'm going to say it repeatedly during this playthrough. I know a lot of you guys feel the same way, but this is for me the greatest. It's not the greatest game ever made. It's my favourite game ever made, but I can accept it's probably not the greatest game ever made. That's, you know, fair enough. It is, in my opinion, the best dinosaur game ever made. Substantially, you know, nothing comes close, you know. And that's upsetting to say in a weird way. Oh no, it's such a good game. Anyways, we are gonna... What should we do? So this is the research page, and you research one thing at a time. It costs you a bit of money, not much. We're gonna start with the medium security fence, just in case we do have a carnivore at the start. So you get low security fence by default, then you get medium security, which is for small carnivores. Then you get your high security fences, which is for things like your Tyrannosaurus Rex and stuff. Where do we want the ranger station to be? Where are we? No. I think you'd want the ranger station in a local area, but not too obvious. Kind of like, let's put it at the top of this peninsula here. Like, you want people to see it so they can think, yes, they're keeping us safe. I like this park. I'm going to give them all my money and hug their dinosaurs. But you don't want people to, like, have to deal with the noise all the time, or to think, oh, they're overcompensating or something. None of this actually matters, but it's nice to think about. Let's go fossil hunt. So, to explain the fossil hunt, basically you get these 9 dig sites that unlock as you progress through the game. Basically, your park gets better, you unlock more stars, and that unlocks more dig sites. By default, you only get 4 or 5, I think. I've modded the game, so all 9 of these are going to unlock over time. You also have something called dig teams, which is this lovely tent type thing at the top. And what we do is we zoom in on the formation, and we put a dig team, boop, into one of these slots here. And these all have ratings that lower as you get more fossils, and what we do with those fossils is we either unlock new dinosaurs or increase the lifespan of our existing dinosaurs. So let's stick that in there. Chinini formation. I think this is Spinosaurus, you know. If we go on info, we can find out. Spinosaurus, Ouranosaurus, Carcharodontosaurus. So they're the 3 dinosaurs we can find in this region, assuming the game was unmodded. But because the game is modded, there's a chance we will get something else as well. Low security fence. So let's build. Yeah, let's build from. I like the idea of having. I've never really had a fence this close to the entrance. I quite like the idea. I think we're just going to go quite long and thin. So you'll walk up past here. Yeah, okay. Meh. I think one more that way, and then up a bit. 3. We can go for a nice big exhibit. I usually go quite a lot smaller than this for my initial exhibit, but why not, eh? Why not? Live the dream, folks. Live the dream. And let's put a bit of lake in there. Head through the sea, maybe. Lovely jubbly. Don't like that anymore. Environment, lake. Splendid. And then we need to put a hatchery in, which is what we use to birth our dinosaurs. Yeah. And I guess now is when we find out what we've actually got, because I have no idea. Boop! Oh, Iguanodon. Awesome. So Iguanodon is added by the... Oh god, there's 2 new ones. Iguanodon and Tenontosaurus. So both of these aren't actually in the original game. They've been added by the Forgotten mod. That's very cool. No small harbour, none of the others. So those are going to be our first two. We're probably going to put both of those in here. Let's just get an iguanodon. Let's get 2 iguanodons to kick things off. So that means we need to go into build and get ourselves a herbivore feeder. There. Cool. And nearly ready to open the park. We just need a couple more things. We need a cleaner station. Otherwise the park gets super dirty. Nobody wants that. Except, well, super dirty people. And we need some attractions so people can actually see our lovely jubbly dinosaurs. So we'll get some viewing vents. Quite a few viewing vents. All dotted around here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to announce the arrival of a new and exotic herbivore from North Africa. Brontosaurus stands out from the crowd with her colorful sail and fun-loving attitude.
Hello.
Please enjoy this magnificent dinosaur.
Ladies and gentlemen, Iguanodon. Hello. How you doing? Now, for those of you maybe not aware, the woman did say it's a Tyrannosaurus. Basically, all the newly added dinosaurs, and there's a bit of a bug there, unfortunately, but we just keep to the side and you don't notice. All the newly added dinosaurs are modded versions of original, like dinosaurs originally in the game, basically. It's quite hard to completely make new dinosaurs. You have to kind of work on the files that we've already got. But there we go, a couple of iguanodons to kick things off. We'll go have a nice little look at those in a minute. I'm just trying to... We can probably put an exhibit here, actually. Just a little one with small herbivores or something. And then this is... Where are we? Oh. Okay, that's where we're going to block it off, I think. I don't know why I really want to do that, but I really want to block it off a little bit. So we'll put some fence along there. Have an exhibit here. And we're looking pretty hunky-dory, putting up high, I think. Ladies and gentlemen, let's open Jurassic Park. Do 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 do
Ladies
do.
and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to declare the newest wonder of the modern world, Jurassic Park.
Pack.
Now open.
Pack. Awesome. Jurassic Park. Oh, I'm so excited about this playthrough. I can't overstate it enough. Oh, sweet. So, we've got the medium security fence, which is probably good enough for the Carcharodontosaurus we saw. So what we're going to do now is vaccines. Basically, because dinosaurs are silly, every now and then they get a little bit sick. So what we do is we research these 6 vaccines here, which means any current dinosaurs that get sick, we can go ahead and pew, shoot them with a vaccine gun, because science. But what we'll also get is hatchery immunization, which automatically immunizes newborn dinosaurs with available vaccines when they are born. So if we get all of these here, then at some point in the game down the line, no dinosaurs will get sick, basically. And we just unlocked Spinosaurus remains. Hello, beautiful. So we go to the genetics lab. At the moment, DNA for Spinosaurus is 18%, which means we can't make one. It has to be 50%. So let's get started on that. We won't really get much. We'll get something like 5% from a low. But now what we can do is buy more fossil teams, which means we can get a lot more, well, fossils. Let's buy... I don't want to waste all my money just in case I go bankrupt, which has happened many times before. That probably makes most sense, doesn't it? Yeah, let's go for that. Cool. We'll buy more down the line as soon as I've got a little bit of cash flow. At the moment, we don't actually have anybody in the park, so... Let's check on our iguanodons. How you doing, guys? Hello. Your friend's approaching. This is what I want to do a little bit more. Spend some time with the dinosaurs, kind of seeing what they act like, how they interact with each other. You know, just getting a feel for the park. We've just got to keep it to the side so we don't see the gaping hole in his back, unfortunately. Your mouth is very purple, so I'm just going to put this out there. It's lovely. Don't get me wrong. It's delightful. But it's very purple. I wonder who's the king. Ah, that one. Dr. Wu. Okay. So, sounds like our first visitors are here. Yes, who do we have? We have Setsuko. Hello, Setsuko. From Hawaii. That makes sense, I suppose. And Sarah. Where are you from, my dear? Texas. That's a Texas accent. Don't know why they're visiting the cleaner station. It's a lovely cleaner station, must be said, but I wouldn't personally visit it. Who else we got? Maria. You've got to see her. Main Street Maria from Monaco. In Francais. And Marilyn, who is following Maria and wearing the exact same clothing as her. I'd be very worried, Maria. I'd be very worried. That's Marilyn from Ohio. Sounds like I'm presenting a game show. Today we've got Marilyn from Ohio. Come on down. Nope. Who are you? Are you Setsuko? Setsuko! I'm nervous about you, Setsuko. I really am. Is that Sarah? Yes. See, we already know our guests. The problem with this layout intrinsically is that they're all going to walk down here. Some of them will go into these viewing vents, and then they'll be just have to walk all the way back. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some benches in, I think. I'm a little worried people are going to get tired. What's up, Grant? What did we find in our dig sites? Tenontosaurus. And more Tyrannosaurus. We can probably put all three in here. We've got three big herbivores that are all based on Tyrannosaurus. Well, Tyrannosaurus, Tenontosaurus, and Iguanodon. So we could probably put all three in here. We might extend this down a bit because of that, or maybe push it up and push the path over the top of it. I don't really know. The park definitely needs something else so that people walking all the way down here, because this is an unnecessarily long journey at this point in time for really nothing at all at this point. Just don't want people to get too bored on their way, really. Lots of viewing platforms. Just trying to think what I can put over here except another exhibit. We'll put another exhibit here. It'll be fine. Let's get some low security fence. What I want to do... It may look awful, but I just want to see if it will, basically.
Message from Dr. Grant.
Absolute waste of money, but there's something about that that makes me really happy. I know that's sad, but it's like the dividing barrier between this initial little tester park and the rest of the park. I want to build a story with this park, ladies and gentlemen. I want to build a story. I'm so sorry. Some Iguanodon DNA there, very cool. So basically, right, the idea is, let's say at the moment we're trying to breed Tyrannosaurus Rex, or Spinosaurus, that's the case would probably be, off in this area of the park. So it has to be closed off from the rest, but we don't want to shut doors, you know, we need the doors open so we can bring in the moolah. So we have to open this bit and just kind of block off the rest. And all we'll do is we'll put a path down and destroy a bit of gate and let people walk through it. Gives people a sense of adventure as well, which is important, I think, for Jurassic Park, really. They don't make noises, so I'm gonna do my own basically every time. Oh, I heard a weird noise there. Hello, how you doing? Oh God, Puppet, calm down. You okay? What's up? Are you okay? Oh, just territory. Okay, that's fine. Oh, we found amber. Oh, we found two amber. Basically, what amber does, amber's like a risk-reward kind of system. It's worth a lot more gold, so if you sell it, you get a lot more cash. However, it also rewards a lot of DNA. A unique quality amber actually rewards 50% DNA. So but you don't know what dinosaur it is, as you can tell. So the idea is, let's say you've got one dinosaur at 90%, one dinosaur at 50% DNA. The goal is to get your dinosaurs to 100% so you live for a really long time. The amber could either be pretty much a waste on the 90% or even 100% dinosaur, or it could give a huge boost to the 50% dinosaur. Unless you're absolutely cash starved, it's usually worth just going for it with the amber. And that's what we're doing at this point in time. Did I actually hire a cleaner? No. Oopsie daisy. And now we're going to shut up a minute and listen to the music. Ow. Sorry. Had to. Ow.
Message from John Hammond.
My love for this game cannot be overstated. It is just phenomenal. I think we might need to turn the music volume up a little bit. Jurassic Park Operation Genesis has this weird habit of being amazingly loud without actually sounding amazingly loud. Ooh, quarterly report. Okay, Mr. Hammond, be good to me. Your efforts this quarter are acceptable but not remarkable. Just like my mother always told me. Oh, I'm what Iguanodon. I'm curious though. I'm about to end it, but I want to see what this amber is. Let's hope for Spinosaurus or Carcharodontosaurus. That'd be good.
Message from Dr. Wood.
What is it? What is it? What is it? Okay. Now this gives us a little bit of a problem. So if we go here, Iguanodon's now at 92%. A high is more than we need to get to 100%. So the idea is probably to sell this It's going to depend on what this amber is, basically. But we could potentially sell this high and just finish off with a medium. We shall see. We're not exactly cash starved at this point in time. We're not exactly cash starved yet, so we'll see what happens. How's everyone finding the park? Let's find out.
Hello.
Oh. Okay, everyone's having fun so far. Ish. Might put... I mean, we'll get other shops and stuff, so we can put toy shops and stuff down here. It kind of makes sense to have amenities right at the door, doesn't it? You walk in, maybe you're hungry, you've had a long trip, you just want a burger. That's all you want. You've been travelling halfway around the world to see dinosaurs, which is fantastic, but now you need a burger. Okay, so yeah, this is why we waited. Basically, the iguanodon is now 100%, so that high fossil we had has been sold. Now, the problem is, this unique quality, we're going to use it, but it could be an iguanodon. It could be. And that would be an absolute waste of 12,000-ish dino dollars, as we're going to call them. But that's the risk we take, in the hope that it's something other than iguanodon, basically, because our lovely iguanodons are at 100%, aren't they? These ones, unfortunately, aren't. These ones will die in a few months' time, unfortunately. But the ones after this, if we nip over to the hatchery, will live for 40 blimmin' years. And that's blimmin' crazy, it is. Blimmin' crazy. Just trying to get a feel for the park, how I want to do it. It's always important.
Message from Dr. Grant.
Building dreams here, ladies and gentlemen. We're building dreams. Carcharodontosaurus, cool. We're just going to wait and see what this amber is, and then we're going to end the episode. But I want to thank you all for joining me. If you have just joined us on the channel in the past 8 months or so, which is quite a large number of you, you're in for a treat. This is easily the best dinosaur game ever made, in my opinion, and there has been some fantastic dinosaur games, so it's got stiff competition, but it is such a fun game. We get to see loads of cool dinosaurs. The music constantly plays and breaks my heart. We're going to get destroyed by twisters. We're going to have heat waves that are going to look amazing because of the sky modding we've done, and yeah, Tyrannosaurus was the DNA, so that's okay. It's going to be really good, and I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. Thank you very much for joining me, and I look forward to having a fantastic 2015 with you lovely people, and I hope you do too. Thank you very much for joining me. Cheers, much love, as always. Bye-bye.